Marshall sideways in front of Prosper and going to 6 hour. Amy Zucker down low. Forward beating and banging here in the sportsman class. Still banging as we head down.
Grapple going to work there. Oh, 5 wide for a moment through 1 and 2. Back down to 4 and 3 wide off of 2. What a showing.
All right, so you guys see the TNT2 car. That was Devin Tripp's car. Looks like Mel Ellsbury taking over that ride. We'll see what he can do in that car. We're green. Right now it is 13 Glenn Jones with the early advantage. Casey Jones second. But here's Colby Clausen in the 15 of Chad Bruns. Oh, and McCabe up in the wall in the back. We did find out that is indeed Devin Tripp in the TNT2. Our lineups are a little wonky, so we'll get that straightened out for the feature. But right now, it's all Glenn Jones at the front.
Glenn Jones out in the race lead. Casey Jones was second. Ryan Harris and Colby Clausen battling for that spot. Caution coming out as we got a tailpiece. Looks like Jason Johnson's tailpiece as you see as he comes by the front stretch here. Sitting in the middle of the backstretch.
Yeah, that's a pretty sizable piece of debris to miss. So we do apologize. Our My Race Pass is not quite correct. That is indeed Devin Tripp in the TNT2. So more than likely we will see Mel Ellsbury in the next heat.
Hey, look there's a Mama Bullfrog.
All right, so 4 laps to go. Glenn Jones still leading. We're back to green. Casey Jones right there behind him. But it's going to be Glenn leading them down into turn number 1. As he's going to go through 1 2, Glenn Jones gets right on his back bumper. Can't quite get underneath them to capitalize. You got Colby Clausen sitting in 3rd, Ryan Harris 4th. And then you got Chad Bruns in 5th right now on Bob Coney Memorial Night.
Jones brothers out in 1 and 2 right now. Ryan Harris getting by Colby Clausen for that 3rd spot. Colby Clausen forced, but here comes Chad Bruns on the inside of Clausen on the bottom side now. Clausen up top, side by side, coming off turn 4. Who's going to beat Chad Bruns? 2 laps to go though for the Jones brothers as they are putting up a battle up front, trying to outdo each other for that race lead. Glenn Jones out in front, he slides up the hill. Here comes Casey Jones on the inside. He's not going to be able to get it done though. White flags out, 1 lap to go.
White flags out. You're going to have the Jones dad and brother son fighting this one out for the win as they come down the back straightaway. You're going to have the dad out in front of Glenn Jones. Here comes the boy to the inside. You're trying to give the dad a run for his money off the corner 4, but your winner going to be the 13 of Glenn Jones.
So Glenn Jones is going to take home the win. Casey Jones 2nd, Ryan Harris 3rd. Bruns rounds out 4th, and Colby Clausen rounds out the top 5.
A kid who, she turns 1 today. Her name's Arizona. And, I was confused, too, because I thought it was a state. My bad.
All right, so we'll see if second verse is the same as the first, and it's not. Green is out, and it's going to be Brad Jones leading down the front stretch into turn 1. Todd Giroux sitting there in 2nd. The side-by-side battle is for 3rd. That is Lundquist and Palmer. Barker right there on the back bumper as well. They're going to sail it down into 3, and it is, Lundquist and Palmer make contact. They head up the hill. It's going to be Lundquist taking 3rd. Palmer, on the other hand, falls back to 6th. So bad break for Palmer.
Oh, the 2B's not pretty no more. Now he's ready to race with Barker and Ward's coming. Bull's going to look underneath the 94 of Drew. Coming off the corner, but down the front straightaway. Bull's going to fall back in line. He's going to fall Drew through, but here comes the 41 of Ward. Bo needs to get going. If Ward's going to get a run off him going down the back straightaway, he's going to pass him going into 3 and 4. Gives him a little tap on the back door. He's going on him on the outside. Ward is going to have Bo pass coming off of 4.
Brad Jones here with your race lead, but here comes Jason Ward on the top side. Jason Ward trying to pull side by side with 2nd place running Todd Giroux. Here comes Ward now. Ward from 3rd place on the top side trying to get to that race lead. Slides up the track. Here comes Jason Ward. Old Bob has put himself up in the front from 3rd in 1 lap. Todd Giroux trying to battle Brad Jones for that 2nd spot now. And here comes Bo Lundquist. Bo Lutquist in that 2-car green by drove for that third spot. Now going to get behind Brad Jones for second. White flag coming out though this time by. White flag out for your race leader, 41 of Jason Ward. Brad Jones in second. Bo Lutquist in third. Tajero in fourth with Travis Barker sitting in fifth. Tajero to the inside of Brad Jones. Now contact made between Jones and Lutquist. Brad Jones goes into turn number 3, slides up the hill. Here comes Bo Lutquist now to the bottom side. It's going to be Brad Jones in second, Bo Lutquist third, Travis Barker in fourth. Looked like Todd Giroux was your fifth place finisher, but taking home the heat race win. Went from third to first in about a half a lap there. The number 41 of Jason Pop Ward.
The 17 of Justin Sackett.
Inside of row number 2, the 44X of Jason Schneiders. And on the outside of him, the 48 of Bob Moore.
Yeah, the 8C of Chad Anderson and the 47 of Darren Roke.
Green drops, and we are going live with the modifieds. It's going to be Loggins leading down into 1. Sackett right on his back bumper trying to get underneath him. Not able to do it. Daniel Loggins going to take the lead. Now Bob Moore with a run to the inside of Sackett, as he's going to try and look for that second place spot as they go into turn 3. Right now it is Loggins, Sackett, Moore, Schneiders, and Roke. Your top 5 as they click off another lap.
Danny Moore sure put down a fast track tonight. You can see it going. He got the 27 of Daniel Loggins trying to keep his lead out front. Here comes the 17 of Sackett looking underneath the skirt. Loggins going to stay clean going down the front straightaway. Bobby Moore now pulls underneath the 17 of Sackett. Bobby Moore's looking to the inside at 1 and 2. Bobby Moore's going to have a run down the back straightaway. He's not going to get the door closed on him. Falls back in line going into 3 and 4.
Daniel Loggins with the race lead. Justin Sackett left the tickets looking home. He came to race. Sitting in that second spot now, Bob Moore in third, Jason Schneiders in fourth, Darren Roke in fifth, as Chad Anderson almost goes around in turns 1 and 2, but he'll keep it straight. He is in running in that 6th spot. Daniel Loggins coming off turn 4. He's going to click off another lap here. 4 laps to go. Daniel Loggins still with the race lead. Justin Sackett trying to run him down, and Bob Moore sitting in that 3rd spot.
Once again, going into 3 and 4. They'll come down and see 3 laps to go this time by. It's still Daniel Loggins with the advantage. Justin Sackett second. Bob Moore going to sit in third. Then you got Speed Schneiders in fourth. Darren Rope in fifth. Bob Moore once again coming out of 2. Takes a look to the inside of Sackett. Nothing doing. Sackett able to hold him off once again as they go through 3 and 4. Green's in the air. 2 to go this time by. As it's going to be Daniel Loggins once again leading Justin Sackett. Bob Moore once again trying to the inside but cannot capitalize. White flags coming out this time by.
Daniel Loggins with about a quarter straightaway lead on him. But the fight definitely for second between the 17 and the 48. Bob Moore gets a good run in 1 and 2 going down the back straightaway. But Sackett just has the horsepower, it looks like, because Sackett closes the door on him every time, and Sackett's going to lead him into 3 and 4.
It's going to be Daniel Loggins winning. Justin Sackett second. Bob Moore third. Speed Schneiders in fourth. And Darren Rope is going to round out that top 5 for heat number 1. And, did I just see you get our junior fan club winners?
Did I get my junior fan club winners? Oh, don't yell at me.
Oh, I thought they handed you the slips with them.
No, this kid was standing next to me, so I handed him the microphone. He wanted nothing to do with this business. Then you're going to have the 15M of Shane DeMay and the 3T of Nate Thompson. That one's been here a couple weeks in a row now, and he's really starting to get the liking to this track and starting to make it work, so he should be pretty fast for this start.
All right, RPM's going to come up, and we're green right away. Ricky Steffen out to that early race lead. Todd Boulware using the top side to his advantage. He's going to pull side by side with Rodney Stopak for that second spot. Stopak slides up the hill into Boulware. Boulware's going to drop back a couple spots. Nate Thompson running in that second spot now. Here comes Stopak to the inside now. 3J trying to get around him for second. But up front, it's Ricky the Racer Steffen. And he's going to click off another lap here.
Right now it is Ricky the Racer stepping up in early advantage. The battle is on for second and third between the 3T and Nate Thompson and the 1S of Rodney Stopak. Right now Stopak holding off Thompson. Meanwhile, you got Todd Boulware sitting there in fourth and Jim Teese in fifth right now. But up front, it is all the 25 from South Sioux City. Ricky the Racer Steffen, as he has a dominant advantage over the 1RS of Rodney Stopak.
The one there, once he got the car down, then he started running a good line. Looking like he's going to run down the Ricky Razor Steffen. Behind him, though, he has all kinds of company. The 14 at top. We're trying to run him down. Oh, looking like the Farmer ball got her loose. Last time we saw someone do that, they won the feature. But out front, your leader right now, the 25 of Ricky Razor Steffen.
Ricky Steffen out in front. Rodney Stolpak in second. Todd Bowler in third. Nate Thompson fourth. And then the Farmer rounds out your top five with Shane DeMay shaking down that car at the back of the pack. Green flag flies. We got 2 laps to go with Ricky Steffen still with the race lead. As Rodney Stolpak sits in second, Todd Bowler in third, Nate Thompson in fourth, and the Farmer in fifth. White bed sheet's going to come out this time by Ricky Steffen has 1 more lap to go. We're on the new Raceway Park.
One final time through 1 and 2 for Ricky the Racer Steffen as he goes down the backstretch. He's going to sail it off into 3 and 4. And your heat race number 2 winner is going to be the 25 Ricky the Racer Steffen. Todd Bowler at the line, barely nips out the 1RS of Rodney Stolpak. Great run there. Stolpak will finish third. The 3T of Nate Thompson fourth. And Jim Teese going to round out that top 5.
Yeah, the woes for that 15M just ain't getting any better. He just got to be happy right now being as fast as he is and struggling this much.
You're the 02 junior of Chris Mills.
And rounding out the field, the 96R of Steve Reynolds.
Where's your boy at?
Remember, if Chris Mills can finish a minimum of 2 spots ahead of Bob Moore tonight, he will be your 2019 champion here at the new Raceway Park. Right now, he's got to get through the heat race, which has just gone green. And it's going to be R.J. Merchant lead him down into 1 and 2. Mills barely scuffs the wall, but gets a big run past Matheson down the backstretch in the second. It's Merchant, Mills, Matheson, Berrigan, and Reynolds, your top 5. As they're going to head back down into 1 and 2 once again. R.J. Merchant building up a big advantage over Mills. We'll see what they can do as they're going to come down to 6 laps to go this time by.
Holy cow, look at that, 77 R.J. Merchant. Racing with the big dogs, running out front, keeping the wheel up in the air. But he better keep a scooting because here comes the 02C of Chris Mills and the M80 of Jim Matheson. But way out front, having some fun right now. We're going to have that 77 of R.J. Merchant.
R.J. Merchant with the race lead. Chris Mills sitting on that second spot. Jim Matheson in third. Sean Berrigan in fourth. Steve Reynolds trying to keep that car straight as he slides through turns 1 and 2. 4 laps to go this time by. R.J. Merchant, Chris Mills trying to run him down in the 02 junior. R.J. Merchant slides up the hill just a little bit. Here comes Chris Mills to the back bumper. Mills to the back bumper of the 77 machine. R.J. Merchant still with the race lead though as they come off the front stretch. Chris Mills using the top side now on the bottom. Oh, and Chris Mills goes around. Chris Mills going around in turn number 1 and 2. Sean Berrigan spinning himself out to avoid contact. Great heads-up driving by the 88 to Sean Berrigan as Chris Mills, normally running the top side, decided to go to the bottom to get to the inside of R.J. Merchant. Threw it in a little too hard and went for the spin cycle.
Jim Matheson and Steve Reynolds. It's a 3-pack, 3 laps to go. We'll see what happens as they're going to throw back to green. R.J. Merchant's going to lead him back down the front stretch and back into turn number 1. Once again, Matheson right on his back bumper. But coming out of 2, Merchant now starts to pull away just a little bit on Matheson. Matheson pulling away on Reynolds. 2 laps to go this time by.
Oh, and Jim Matheson with a nice dive deep in the corner to try to get around the 77 and R.J. Merchant. R.J. keeps her straight and fast and clean, laying down a nice trail of dust for everyone to follow. But right now, no one's going to catch it. Cut around with the white flag, R.J. Merchant.
R.J. Merchant, 1 lap to go for your leader. Jim Matheson in that second spot as that car is pushing something awful. Him trying to get that car to slide properly to the corners. And then Steve Reynolds in your 3rd place spot. Checkered flag going to come out now for the 77M, R.J. Merchant. Jim Matheson in 2nd. Steve Reynolds in 3rd. And as you seen earlier, Sean Berrigan was credited with 4th.